Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. मैं तुम्हारे पे एक्शन लूंगा. I will take action against you. These are the words of Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Ajit Pawar, against a DSP, a lady DSP, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Anjana Krishna. Let's talk about this incident. Let's get right into the show. You know, this topic that I'm going to talk, I'm going to present in front of you. You must have heard this. It's not a trending topic, or it's not something that happened today. It happened 2 days back. But this topic is very, very important. And this topic is important especially because we have been constantly talking about the constitutional authorities, police, etc., not taking a stand. Not having spine, not working for the people, but working for a politician. We've been constantly talking to you about that. And today, I think we feel responsible, I feel responsible to talk about this lady officer, Anjana Krishna, who actually stood her grounds, who actually was working for you and me. And she faced this humiliation from the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra for doing her job, but she still stood her ground. I thought it was my responsibility to ensure that I show my solidarity with an officer like that. Because at the end of the day, we sit here in our studios, and possibly a lot of you sit here in your houses, and we all talk about how officers should be fighting for democracy, act for democracy and all of that. But when somebody is into trouble, when somebody is humiliated like this, we don't even talk about it. We don't react. And that is why this editorial is important. That is why I wanted to do this editorial. Though I'm late in doing this, but I still wanted to do it. Like I say, if people watch or don't. You see, Anjana Krishna had received an information that there was illegal mining going on. She went to stop that illegal mining. Incidentally, in some form or another, NCP workers were involved in that. NCP workers came up to her and told her that, Baba, listen, we will mine, you will not stop. She said, nothing doing. I will ensure you have to stop. And what they did next is directly dial the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, directly dial him, and gave the phone to the Deputy Superintendent of Police. You know, like you see in films? बात करें, मालूम है मैं कौन है? बात करने का? ये देखो. And this is exactly what could have happened, that particular situation. She was handed over the phone. The phone was on speaker. The Deputy Chief Minister addressed her and she was told that you stop it. You stop your action and go back. We will talk later. He said, the Deputy CM said, I will talk to the concerned officer. I will talk to the Tehsildar. This officer said, listen, you know what? I don't know who you are. I don't know if it is a real Deputy Chief Minister who is talking to me. Because she was new. So she, I'm sure, had the feeling that Deputy Chief Ministers won't come and ask her to allow people to continue doing the kind of job, illegal job that they were doing just because that those people were his party members. She didn't expect that. So she was surprised. She said, Baba, I don't know if you are genuinely the Deputy Chief Minister. What if somebody is calling me? Because in her mind, a Deputy Chief Minister cannot do it. And she is right. He got angry. Ajit Pawar got angry. And that is when he said, मैं तेरा ऊपर एक्शन लूंगा. तेरा, मेरा, तू. These are not words that you use in regular conversation, especially when you are talking to a lady, especially when you are addressing a lady, and especially when it is a formal discussion, formal conversation. Tera and all, for people who do not understand Hindi much, tera and all are used for informal conversation. And that too, I guess it's got a lot to do with Mumbai, a kind of language. But ye tera, mera, tu, apunka, all this language is normally used for informal conversation. Otherwise, you address another person as aap and not tu. So he says, मैं तेरे ऊपर action लूंगा, I will take action against you. Why? Because she went there to stop illegal mining. So the deputy chief minister said, मैं तेरे ऊपर action लूंगा. She said, तुझे मुझे देखना है ना? You want to see me, na? I told you. She said, I don't know who you are talking to. I don't know if you are really the deputy chief minister. Would the deputy chief minister, in her mind, she must have thought, would a deputy chief minister call up to ask me to continue, allow these people to continue illegal mining? This is what she must have thought. So he said, you want to see my face, na? तेरा number दे तू. तेरा number दे. WhatsApp call करो. मेरा चेहरा तो आपको समझ में आएगा ना? He said, you give me your number, my face you will recognize, na? He literally threatened this officer. He threatened this officer because she was doing her job. What I want to tell my viewers is, chances are this officer will be in trouble. This officer will be shunted like so many bureaucrats, police officers who genuinely go out and do their job, who has the guts to stand in front of a politician and tell him that you are wrong, this is my job, this is law, and I will do it. There are very few bureaucrats, policemen. This lady is a young lady. Possibly she's out of college. She's got a lot of dreams, a lot of ideas about her job. And I think she faced reality for the first time. But somewhere down the line, she had the guts to stand in front of that deputy CM. Literally tell him to show him his place. You see, if she is punished, it's not her fault. It is your fault. It is my fault. Because we will never question. She will get transferred somewhere. Her life will be made into a living hell. She will get 36 transfers in 25 years, 46 transfers in 25 years. All this will happen to her life. She will never come back to an executive position. She will always be in some, side branch, always, all her life. All this will happen and nobody will stand by her. This is the time where you and I have to stand by her. You and I have to follow her career and figure out if she's being sidelined and how she's being punished. Question if that happens to her. This is why I think I said that this editorial is important. Secondly, this is the same Ajit Pawar who launched Maji Ladli Bahin, my dear sister. मैं तेरा ऊपर एक्शन लूंगा, तुझे मुझे देखना है ना, तेरा नंबर दो या व्हाट्सएप कॉल करो. This is the way the person who talks about Maji Ladli Bahina is talking to a woman officer, a woman. This is the respect he has. If this is the respect he shows an IPS officer, what Maji Ladli Bahina and what respect is he going to show to an ordinary girl on the streets? What Maji Ladli he actually has in his mind. This is the respect. This is how he treats a woman. Thirdly, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. This is what the Prime Minister said. Now, this Prime Minister had called this same very politician that he is a corrupt politician. This Prime Minister had said. The Prime Minister had said that there is more than 75,000 crores of scam against him. And this same Prime Minister's party made him the Deputy Chief Minister.
अगर मैं एनसीपी की बात करूं तो एनसीपी पर भी करीब 70,000 करोड़ रुपए के घोटालों का आरोप है. महाराष्ट्र स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव बैंक घोटाला, महाराष्ट्र सिंचाई घोटाला, अवैध खनन घोटाला, इनकी लिस्ट भी बहुत लंबी है. इन पार्टियों के घोटालों का मीटर कभी डाउन ही नहीं होता.
Tell me what Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Prime Minister talking about. Is this what you will allow? I'm sure this has gone to the Prime Minister's office. I'm sure the Prime Minister is aware of what has happened. The whole country is aware of it. I'm sure the Prime Minister is too. Has he even made a statement? Has he reprimanded? Saying that this won't happen under my watch. This won't happen in a country which I head. This won't happen in a state where there is double engine. Where there is center mein I am sitting and state mein it's a BJP sarkar. will not happen. Did he say that? Which means what? Which means he's okay with it. Isn't that what all of this tantamounts to? But he's okay. Take hai. You insulted a woman. Fourthly, you know how typical reaction happens? I'll tell you. You see, there is this MLC called Amol Mitkari. Amol Mitkari on Friday has sought information from the Union Public Service Commission on Krishna's educational qualification and caste qualification, which were foundational in her appointment as IPS officer. He said that he sought the information wondering how Krishna could not recognize Pawar's voice. She is working in Maharashtra and doesn't even know the Deputy Chief Minister of the state, Mitkari said. She did not recognize Pawar's voice, so that's a crime. I thought she was appointed there to recognize our voice and to listen to our voice. Mitkari felt that you don't know Deputy Chief Minister's voice? That is a crime. The logic, of course, Mr. Mitkari did not understand is that she possibly was not looking at the voice. She wanted to know, she wanted Mr. Ajit Pawar to face her and tell her that, listen, you know what? Do not let that illegal mining stop. Let it carry on. She wanted him to look at her eyes and tell her that. And that is precisely why she asked for a video call. The chances are she didn't want to carry out that command. That is why she asked to identify himself. And if it was none of these above, yet if she did not recognize the Deputy Chief Minister's voice, is that a crime? Is that a crime? Now, to inform my audience, Mitkari also retracted from his statement wherein he said he apologized and now his remarks expressed were his personal opinion and did not reflect the party's stand. This also he said immediately after that. And lastly, I ask the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. I asked the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, is this the cabinet that you promised us? Is this the Ladki Bahin which you campaigned so vigorously? Is this the respect that you give to women in the land of Sahu Phule Ambedkar's Maharashtra? Is this how women are respected? Politics aside, Mr. Chief Minister, doesn't your blood boil? Doesn't it hurt you that a woman was spoken so? Is this what RSS teaches you? Now I ask the Chief Minister, sir, if you really believe in what you say, take action. Take action. Do something about this. Make this a precedent. Let others not take women in Maharashtra for granted. Take action. Show that there is some amount of conscience, there is some amount of righteousness that's left in your administration. Before I end, I also want to take you through Ajit Pawar's tweet, Ajit Pawar's response. Ajit Pawar says that my attention has been drawn to certain video circulating regarding my interaction with police officials in Solapur. Let me state clearly that my intention was not to interfere with law enforcement, but to ensure that the situation on the ground remained calm and did not escalate further. I have the highest respect for police force and its officers. I wanted to note this. I have the highest respect for police force and police officer. This is the same person who said in the live conversation where he said, मैं तेरे ऊपर एक्शन लूंगा, नॉट आपके ऊपर, तेरे ऊपर एक्शन लूंगा. तुझे, नॉट आपको, तुझे मुझे देखना है ना, तेरा नंबर, नॉट आपका नंबर, तेरा नंबर दे दो, व्हाट्सएप कॉल करो. तेरा चेहरा तो आपको समझ में आया होगा, which means you'll definitely recognize my face. You give me your WhatsApp number. This is the utmost respect he has. So let me continue. I have the highest respect for the police force and its officers, including the women officers who serve with distinction and courage. And I value the rule of law above all. I remain firmly committed to transparent governance and to ensure that every legal activity, including sand mining, is dealt with strictly as per the law. What you saw in that video and what he says in a tweet. I want you to decide. I want you to decide. I want this audience to decide, regardless of whether you are right, left, because here I don't even know where Mr. Ajit Pawar stands, whether he is with the left or with the right of the political spectrum. I don't know where he stands, except for the fact that he is part of power. Regardless, I want you, the audience, to decide. You, the audience, to decide as to, does the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra actually respect law? Does the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra actually have any respect for women? Does the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra has any respect for the administration, for the executive? This is something that you decide. Write down your comments in the comment box below, and till I see you next time, that's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.